Hi everyone, it's Em Weber here from Lever Transfer of Learning. Looking forward to welcoming you to my webinar Reimagining Learning on May 26 at 12 p.m. lunchtime, Australian Eastern Time. How wonderful we have the late afternoon birds in the background here joining us for this recording. I just wanted to share with you a little bit of a preview of some of the things that we will be talking about on the webinar. I've been researching and looking at the trends that are emerging post-COVID-19, and I'll be sharing with you what some of those trends are and also how I think they could be impacting on us as learning professionals. And we'll be looking at what we need to do as learning professionals to remain relevant and respected in our organisations today. So when we're researching trends, and I started enjoying trends right back in the early 90s when I used to love the work of Faith Popcorn, who's a futurist then, what we really can do is learn from those people who are predicting the trends, but then really take what we know and think, well, actually, how does that apply to my own area? So one of the trends that we can see coming through is that people are really going to be focused on safety and security, particularly as we re-enter into the world of work and the world of work of going back to buildings, stores being open again. And of course, we can see why that's so important and relevant, given that we have been operating on a space of fear in recent times, not knowing what was going to unfold. But let's actually just think of that when we are going towards safety and security, the opportunity and often what we can see unfolding is that people are therefore wanting to and are tempted to go back into the zone of what I'm calling the zone of the known. And so let's just think about that zone for a minute. In that zone of the known, it may well be that's our known area of expertise, it's our known way of working, it's our known way of creating learning programs. It's the things we feel comfortable with and competent in. But of course, the challenge is that actually, as we go back and we re-enter, there's an awful lot that's actually in this space of the unknown. And as we look at this model here, we know there's unknowns around the economy. There could be uncertainty around what are the requirements. But I put it to you that there is a real opportunity as we really look at this space in between the known and the unknown. And you could argue, the minute something goes from unknown into known, it's no longer unknown. But let's just play around with this idea that the opportunity exists in the space between the two. Now, we've already started to see that unfold where we've taken our known content and maybe put it into a virtual environment, which perhaps previously might have been unknown or unthought of before. So we've seen areas coming through there. But I want to extend that thought because I actually think there are some things within learning that we have always known about that perhaps always weren't working. And we have known that they're not working, but this is an opportunity for us as we're heading into the unknown to put those things under the spotlight and into the sweet spot. So on the webinar, we'll be looking at some of these trends, how they impact us within learning. I'll be sharing some of the light bulb moments that unfolded for me as I was unpacking and preparing for this webinar. And I think there is a key global trend which is going to really significantly impact learning. It's very important in the part of behavioural change, which I know I'm known for speaking about often, but I'll tell you now, it's not transfer. So I very much look forward to sharing with you more on the webinar, what's in this space of between the known and the unknown, and how we can leverage these trends to help ourselves within learning and of course within the organisations that we serve. Look forward to having you on that webinar. Please do join if you can. All the best till then.